Go ahead.
Is Bobby Clarke, we call it esteemed elder, a social activist for all of my entire life. Knowing him, he's probably a social activist from well before my birth.
Yeah.
And in that vein, he's a stalwart in Barbados' history, and some person whose memories we should endeavor to capture. Attorney at law, retired attorney at law.
Not retired.
Not retired, still out here, still out here.
I'm only 87.
You're only 87?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to have a discussion with him, or he's going to have a discussion with me rather, about the historical and contemporary factors that the public perceives limits beach access. So,
First of all, let me historically, yeah? There isn't a public understanding or concept of the beach policy. The beach policy starts from the maybe 1930s, when Barbadian blacks for the first time started to understand the importance of education. Prior to that, there was no understanding of education. There was a belief that, from the British government standpoint, that the colonies were to be utilized for the benefit of the colonial power.
right.
And therefore, there was whatever is done in the colony, it must only be for the benefit of the colonial power. So the education wasn't an education as such. It was putting some youths into schools to teach the blacks their position as low-skilled workers or government workers.
Right.
So that the coming out of the 1910 to 1930, you were training people. I remember Commerce School in North because studies started in the late 20s, 30s. You bring them out in the education time to fit into government positions.
Right.
Into the police station, into the fire station, into the defense force, into the post office, into low thinking jobs.
Right.
You're not supposed to
administer
this
the-
brain is not even administered, just carry out policy. There's no administration there. There's a policy put in by the colonial power that you carry out.
Right.
So there was this idea of you just go to school and you go at the end of school you go and work in government. Although I don't know if you could call it work. You go in government carry colonial policy. It is when the Second World War starts, that the creation that somehow we're gonna improve. Because we're gonna fight this war against Germany for the white man. We're fighting anything at all towards our development. We're just fighting for the white man. And therefore people flock to join Air Force, Canadian Army was named a lot of Caribbean, a lot of West Indian people. The British forces were West Indian people. We fought in North Africa and Egypt a lot, the Caribbean people. So it wasn't there was nothing at all from the British position was to deal with our development.
Right.
But then, as the war started, that little money started to trickle through. And the way you get vacation for the schools, and therefore the beach is the area for the vacation. Yeah? But the beach was the area for the vacation was Browns Beach. I don't know how I get in here, Browns Beach. It must be somewhere that
Yeah.
Brandon. There was no part of Christchurch that was part of the beach. No bars, no blacks, there was nothing. Then there was the Black Rock area of Brighton Beach, then Paradise Beach, going straight down to Portage.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, then, as the plantation was on that area going down, the beaches became white. So, you know, there they became white. So that the black stayed at Brandon's, Browns Beach, and the whites, Paradise. So much so that by 19, I was at school. So I used to go down, all of us, everybody from Black Rock would be down by Brighton Beach or Paradise Beach. The reason the Paradise Beach is that the water at Paradise Beach was not as salty as.
Okay.
And it was lovely, clear, beautiful water. And they had, there's an underground river running from campus, up by top of campus, right underneath, that goes down to Paradise Beach. So the water bubbles in the sand coming up. And you can dig the sand up and fresh water and drink.
Fresh water.
The fresh water.
Okay.
And became known as Freshwater Beach. And then they had a white grouping that kind of took over that area. They would have bought the piece of land that is now Paradise Beach, next to Bass Rock. And they had a raft in the sea. They had a place they called Round Table. It was a rock that came up just above the sea. Black people would swim out there.